What's going on? Welcome to K.A.E Sports Talk. So, we have the year ender, biggest stories in the PBA in 2024. So, we're going to go down the list real quick. So, and this is, of course, on Sunday the 24th, but of course, it is next year. But figured I'd do a review as the year 2024 came to a close. Let's revisit some of the stories this basketball crazy nation feasted on the PBA, good and bad. So the year 2024 was unlike any other for the PBA. So, from the introduction of 4 point line to Malarco's first PBA championship to Leo Austria's return to San Miguel, compelling stories were aplenty, and here are some of the biggest headlines of the year. So they did pay Arwin Santos, San Miguel, went with that right there. So, was a brief but permanent jersey retirement last May in the Phil Sports Arena. And of course, Santos post for Junmar, Chris Ross, Lassiter, and Alex Calbernal. So making a meaningful reunion of the formidable Dead Five that dominated the league in the 2010s with 8 championships. Oh, of course, Jonathan Williams. When Phoenix made that run, he is the best in port, and not a few were shocked when Jonathan Williams was announced as best import of season 48 Commissioner's Cup. So there you go. And of course, most people might have expected Tyler Bay or Benny Boatwright, who are reinforcing final protagonists for Magnolia and San Miguel, respectively. But, you cannot deny the impact Williams had on Phoenix, which made it to the semifinals of the Import Spice Conference. So, for leading Phoenix to a dream playoff run, Williams became the first PBA best import, not the SMC or MVP teams like Mike Harris for Alaska in 2018. Then, of course, the return of Leo Austria. At the end of the year, George Gallen and Leo Austria switched roles anew at San Miguel, with the latter getting his old job back as head coach and former maid consultant. So, after a pedestrian performance early on the ongoing Commissioner's Cup, the defending champions Beermen welcome Austria again. The 66-year-old mentor won 9 titles, championships with San Miguel before being Gallant's early in 2023. And of course, we have the 4 point line. Yep, the 4 point line only in the PBA. And of course, Chris Carroll made the first basket from that range in Malarco season 49 Governor's Cup opener against what? Those chickens from Magnolia? Yeah. So the line drew mixed reaction from player, coaches, and fans alike. Nevertheless, one cannot argue that quite the innovation and attraction. And of course, Malarco both became PBA champion for the first time. And, we remember with Chris Newsom with that, crazy shot there. And, finals MVP of Malarco after a brilliant series capped by the winner in game 6. So there you go. And of course, Junmar, 8 MVP. There's no denying Jumar, the best of his generation, perhaps of all generations even. This after the San Miguel superstar claimed a record extending 8 most valuable player. And so there you go. And then here's the thing. Marcio Lassiter is the new 3 point king, so no longer Jimmy Alapong, and no one could strip it better. So he is, and on the night that he destroyed my Ginebra, but he scored, he is now, the new 3 point king with at least 1,250 first, and of course, counting to dethrone Alapong. So, and that record was held for 8 years. And here's a funny thing, Chat Reyes applies lessons learned from another PBA championship. Yes, they beat my Ginebra. So, he got vindication, winning a 10th PBA title, this latest return to the league. And he steered back with Rondé Hollis Jefferson, and he was in Korea some years ago. And after being on the receiving end of online vitriol in the past, Reyes responded with the ultimate clackback and beating longtime Ribbo and friend in Tim Cone. in a superb 6-game series. Yep. And then, of course, Jason Castro reached a milestone. Yep. And, of course, beating the Kings, the two-time Asia's best point guard, normed at 10.8 points, 3 rebounds, 5.2 assists in the 6-game series. And it was the third MVP alum. And it was the first time he won it alone. His first two MVP finals were shared with Alapong in 2021. I mean, 2011. Sorry. I don't mean Alapong's not coaching right now. But here's the bad part of it. John Morris, yeah, shooting incident, man. Yeah, and we're still right now waiting if he's gonna get back in the PBA. We don't know, but they revoked his license, meaning he ain't going to be receiving any salary, uh, decision pending his appeal. And of course, right now in the Commissioner's Cup, the PBA welcomes another guest team. And yeah, that's Eastern. So, and of course, 2 seasons prior, the Bay Area Dragons challenged the PBA teams in the Commissioner Cup and, taking Ginebra to 7 games. But it's Eastern, and they're a Hong Kong based team, and they have some former Bay Area team in Hayden Blakely, Kobe Land, and Glenn Yang. And then here's a crazy one. Christian Stan Hardinger goes to Terra FIBA, then retires. He does play one cup, and then he didn't even come back for the Commissioner's Cup. So after 4 championships with the Ginebra, Christian Star Hardinger was shipped to DYP along with Pringo. And return, of course, we got Holt and Isaac Go. And the top overall pick did play for DYP the Governor's Cup before injuries derailed his run. And months later, yeah, Terra FIBA Governor confirmed that Phil German is set to retire from the PBA. And of course, Terrence Romeo and Manuel Trade, so SMC making those deals. That and the Beermen, yep, sent Romeo and Manuel to DYP for Yami Thornton and then Andres Kali. And Manuel's been basking in the luxury of extending minutes while Romeo has yet to play because he has another disclosed injury. Now, here's the one. And this is why Converge is like balling right now. Justine Baltazar, much weighted PBA debut, played in the B League, and he was supposed to come to KBL, never happened, but he did go for 2 years in the MPBL. So Justine Baltazar, yep, and they are balling right now. So yeah, before he could suit up, he had to fulfill his contract with the Papanga Green Giant Lantern. So he led the team to back-to-back titles, and of course, yeah, so that's where you can go. But yeah, that's the year in review for the PBA, and we'll see how 2025 is gonna fill in with some news and all that. But yeah, heck of a year for the PBA. Of course, some games, you're wondering like, okay, is the crowd going to show up or not show up? Of course, when my Ginebra plays, the crowd shows up, and then we'll just have to see. But yeah, and if the Eastern can make it to the finals in the Commissioner's Cup, but we still got a long way. I think maybe that might bring a lot of interest again, like the Ginebra and the Bay Area Dragons. 7 games and almost when they played at the what is it the uh the Phil Arena up in Bulacan, it was packed of 50,000 fans. So we'll have to see if that is going to be what it is for the series, if the series goes to whoever. All right. If any of you enjoyed any of this content, please give me the HKO special. Help the king out. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment. And wherever you are, stay safe. And I'll see you in my next video.